Alright, week 3. Hope you guys have been enjoying the video so far. Beginning of this is just the kind of normal pliers that we've been doing, so single leg hurdle hops. And then going into the hopping right and left. I was doing these on concrete this time, so I was feeling quite reactive. Definitely felt very intense doing it on the concrete though, so probably will keep doing my pliers on grass, and then maybe like every now and again bringing it back to concrete, but concrete is very intensive. Here's the hopping right and left. Felt really springy in these. Could feel a little bit of my shin splints doing these, which is why I was saying that I should probably stick to doing it on grass. But still managed to get it all done. Wasn't too bad. Pain wasn't that much really. Haven't included all the sets here because it's basically the same as it's been every week. So yeah, just a little clip to show you that I did them. And then after this, we went into a bit of a jump sesh. So for the jump sesh that's coming up, I was set to do just work up to a max jump and then cut it there. So very low volume session. So here we go with the jump sesh. So I can't remember if I've shown it here. No, so before this and before all my before I start all my sessions, I do quite a few walkthroughs of my approach just to get my technique feeling good. The main thing I've been working on with technique is externally rotating my plant foot. So it means turning my foot outwards so that I kind of roll over the ankle and the foot rather than kind of slapping the foot down forward, which I kind of tend to do. Because when you slap the foot down forward, that kind of breaks your momentum. And you want to, like when you're bringing in speed, you want to roll over that plant foot so that when your block hits, that kind of transfers or your momentum upwards. So now starting to bring a little bit more speed, just slowly warming it up. Whenever I always start with my penultimate, then I'll add the next step, but just kind of lightly and slowly. And then from there, slowly increasing how hard I push with each leg till I'm working up to more of like a full approach. A little bit more like that one just there. All right, then we're on to Powercleans. So this is Tuesday. So the jump sesh and the pliers were on Monday. Now this lifting's on Tuesday. So these are my top sets at 85. Didn't include all the warm-ups or anything because that obviously would take too long. But I always start with the bar and then work my way up. These new shoes have also been feeling amazing. So do a little bit to get used to because now obviously my heel's elevated, so it puts me in a slightly different position, but I can get a little bit deeper and into that setup position more comfortably. And then when I'm jumping at that kind of mid-thigh, I can get more extension through my ankles, like I'm almost going up onto my toes. See if you can see that here. All the way up. And also they look nice. Starting position of my hips on these are a little bit too high, so I'll have to work on bringing that down a bit. Because if your hips are too high, then you can't kind of initiate the pull by pushing your knees back as much. Like your knees will extend too quickly, which will kind of cause you to lose a bit of power and a bit of velocity with that, and then you'll kind of be pulling yourself back into position with your back a bit. Hope that explanation made sense. I was struggling to explain that properly. And then we went on to box squats. So here I was doing 170, I think. That's 170. So these have been feeling really good. Just sets of 2 here. Felt really strong. So that was 170. Then we moved into 175. These new weightlifting shoes have made everything a lot more quad focused, which I like. Quads are a lot more involved when it comes to jumping. Nice and easy. So here I go 180, and then after this I do 2 sets at 185, which you'll see. Not much more to explain here, so I'm just going to kind of let this play out.
You know, if my max is like nearly 700 pounds of squat, you know, with the knee wraps, it's adding about at least 50 pounds. You know, about 50 to 60 pounds probably is what it's adding to my max. That's it. Basically, you're going to wrap right before you squat because it's cutting off circulation here.
These things giving you some assistance on your knee joint, and it feels very, very nice, very, very natural.
How's it feel now?
Perfect.
See, look, you see how red his knees are from that?
Yeah.
If any of you guys are familiar with like flexing or compression wrapping, where you like wrap a joint and you kind of move it through full range of motion, basically it's just improving the quality of the tissue. What is this but like the ultimate way?
Very good understanding in what condition your body is, like this squeezing part on the wrist, on the belt, on the knees. Do you know the word of proprioception?
Yeah, proprioception.
Yes, like give you understanding that you don't have to focus too much on these parts because this extra squeeze give you that feeling.
Feedback.
Like its feedback is more clear.
Alright, so this is my Thursday jump sesh. This is a full jump session here. So Monday was just work up to a max, then Thursday is a full jump session. So I've pretty much just included all the touches that I had. I haven't included any of the misses because otherwise it would be quite a long video. There's always more misses in a jump sesh than touches. Not sure what I'm doing. Oh yeah, it's wobbling a bit. So you see, when I'm warming up and doing my penultimate, I kind of like to walk into it a bit. I'll walk the path of where I will kind of come with my approach, just so I'm kind of getting used to that before I actually start to add a bit more velocity. So here, long walk up, big push, and up. Alright, long pants are off. Starting to add some more speed now. So that was 10-10. Here we go, 10-11. Alright, so bringing in more speed now. And you can't really see it, but I just nicked that 11 marker. So you'll see I'll push it across. Yeah, just nicked it with my finger. So that was my best jump from the day. Alright, now this is Friday, so doing clean pulls here. So again, starting slightly too high with the hips. That was kind of happening the whole session. Like these didn't feel too bad, but they definitely didn't feel great. I also got to do a lot of fixing up between each reps because the part of my garage is a little bit slanted, so it tends to roll all over the place, which is a little bit annoying, but it's alright. I can't remember if I mentioned in last videos, but we are in lockdown now, so I have to train out of the garage. I can still go down to the park and do like jump sessions and whatnot, which is good. You can see again, hips a little bit too high. And I found what I was doing was, rather than initiating by pushing the knees back, I was tending to kind of deadlift it up, and then once it hit mid thigh, then extend with it. So that's something that I'll have to fix. Again, hips too high, yeah, deadlifting it up. I'm kind of pulling it up and back. So when you push your knees back, you keep your torso angle the same, which is what you want. And I was kind of deadlifting it up and back, so my torso angle was changing a bit. But that's all right. You have some sessions where things don't go exactly as planned and things don't feel quite right. So you just make your adjustments, look back on it, and then fix it up for next time. Yeah, for some reason in this session I was trying to fix it, but I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. But looking back, it was definitely, I was initiating by kind of deadlifting it up rather than pushing the knees back. Probably do it again here. Yeah. Oh yeah, and this is 105 kilos. So I've only been including my main lifts. I haven't really been putting accessories in. So let me know if you want to see the accessories that I do, and I'll put in maybe like one set of each after. Because there are a few accessories that I do after these main lifts, but these main lifts are just the more exciting things. Alright, so we finished off with pin squats. My gosh, these fried the CNS. As you can see here, so this was 140. And I tried to push it, and it just would not move. But I felt like I could get it, so I kind of just gathered myself for a second, and then told myself that as long as I could keep good form, I was just going to push this until it moved. And as you can see, went up pretty easily that time. And then we come down for the next rep. Keeping everything engaged as we touch, and then going up. So I actually tried to do 145, couldn't get it, then went for 140, couldn't get it again, so went back down to 135 for this next set. And got it for 2. Then I threw 140 back on and was thankfully able to get it again. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that previous set, just couldn't get it. 140. Alright, then I was like, screw it, I'll try 145. And managed to get that. Oh, huge fight. Yeah, these are so tough.